What it do, YouTube? It's SS and I'm back with another video. So today we're gonna be running Lanturn in the lead, Noctowl in the back, and also Sable Eye. So as you guys can see, my Noctowl is the one with the party hat. So I did get it during the New Year's event. So if you guys did play the event, you could have got it with a special little hat. But yeah, so this is a new team that I actually got recommended by one of my moderators that know. Well, I also know them too. He's a moderator too, also on my channel and on Twitch. So if you guys want to go follow me and watch these battles happen in real time, link in the description to my Twitch. They did happen on my Twitch, but yeah, I did get it from Pokemon. He is very known in the Pokemon Go community, so very good battler. So I did take this team from him. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump into these battles. So now we're gonna see Skarmory come into our Sable Eye. We're going to shield the first one, and these are two sets. This is two sets. I think I go 8-2. I do lose 2 games in these 2 sets that I do play it. So we're gonna get try to get this foul play off, but they do shield. We're gonna farm up, try to time our moves correctly, but unfortunately for me, I do not time it correctly, and there's gonna be an air slash coming through. So which is fine. They end up switching out into their Galarian Stunfisk, which is not very bad for us because we have Noctowl in the back, which is very not good against this Stunfisk, but we'll see how we play it out. So now I'm gonna come into the Noctowl because our Sable Eye did get knocked out. So Noctowl knocked out. Huh. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna be able to get to the Shadow Ball. I let the first Rock Slide go through. We're gonna charge up the Shadow Ball to an excellent. See what they want to do here. They do shield, so that is fine with me. So now we're gonna charge up extra, and I do believe I can let go the next Rock Slide. Do I let it go? I do let it go. So now we're gonna be able to charge up a little bit extra. I'm gonna charge up just a little bit extra, right? CMP when they get to the next Rock Slide. So the Shadow Ball should take it out. Should be enough to take it out. Now they come back into their Skarmory. I'm hoping that I can get to a Sky Attack here before they actually farm me down. And unfortunate for me, we were one fast move away from the next Sky Attack, which is going to make us end up losing the first game of this battle. So which is fine, okay. That's okay. So now we're going to see Wall Rain into our Lanturn, which is very good for us. So we're going to see how this plays out. So we're charging up. I want to throw right before they get to the Earthquake. And we're going to throw the Thunderbolt. No reason for me to bait here. They know it. So they end up shielding. So now we're going to send out our Sable Eye to potentially catch an Earthquake. But it is not an Earthquake. It is Icicle Spear, which is fine with me. Now they come into a Azumarill, and our Screen Mirroring is going to go out. So once again, these battles are done on the other Screen Mirroring, not my official one, because it was lagging once again. So I had to use the 10-minute one, which kind of sucks for me because we kind of want to watch the whole battle, right? But anyways, we're going to let this player go through. I'm going to come back into my Lanturn, try to farm it down. And I throw move, I guess, because I don't really want to shield, to be honest, or take more damage on my Lanturn. In the back is the Trevenant, which is kind of bad for us. We're going to go straight for the Thunderbolt here, see what they want to do. I could have, I guess, potentially went for Surfs, but I just go for the Thunderbolt. Now they're going to come back into their Wall Rain, which is fine with me. I could take one of these moves and one of these Icicle Spears. We know they're loaded because they did leave with energy, and we end up seeing P in here, so now it's kind of bad for me, so I got to shield this. But I choose not to shield, which is very questionable, but okay, we'll see how we play this out now. So I am going to let this go, daring them to throw the Earthquake, but I don't know if they had enough energy or not, but either way, it doesn't matter. I am going to throw right before they get to their next Earthquake or the next Icicle Spear. They do let it go, which is fine with me. So now I'm going to have to start shielding here, and we got 2 shields for our Lanturn. Are we going to be able to take this game out? I don't know. Let's find out. So now at this point, I shield this again. I'm just trying to farm. I'm just trying to get the extra moves in, the fast moves in, so I can get more energy. We're almost at 2. We're back-to-back serves here. I need to get to a third one. But I just go straight for the Thunderbolt because I was 1 away. And at this point, this should be enough to KO. And we end up beating a Trevenant. So who says that Lanturn can't beat Trevenant? So yeah, we do end up taking that one, which is fine. I did think I cutted it. I thought I cut this a little bit better, but apparently I did not, so that is fine. So now we're gonna see Lanturn into. So yeah, these are very fun battles. I know my elos are very low, but still, regardless, um, they're gonna come into a Registeel, which we kind of don't have an answer. So I'm just gonna throw the Surf here, try to get one it to where I could potentially knock it out with a Foul Play and some Shadow Claws. And I'm gonna let the first one go through. If he wants to Zap Cannon me, he can Zap Cannon me. And we don't get a debuff, which is fine with me. So I'm gonna build up right when we get to the return, and I'm gonna throw the Foul Play. Of course, you don't want to throw a return at Steel type. So now this is kind of bad for me because I do have to shield now. I wanted to farm it down before it got to a move, but apparently it didn't. So I do let it. Okay, I ended up letting it go, which is a little weird to be honest. And I do another weird play here, which comes into I come into my Noctowl. So these games were done about a couple days ago. I haven't been able to record videos, so sorry about that. I know I was going from 2 uploads a day to pretty much nothing, but that's because of the content. I haven't been able to get some good sets, and I don't want to show you guys all losses, which because who wants to see all losses, right? But anyways, they're gonna switch out to a Powder Snow A9, which is kind of weird. They could have brought it into my Noctowl, but they didn't do that, which is kind of weird. So I'm just gonna go straight for Surfs. I do expect them to shield at this point, and they do shield. So now I can go straight for the Thunderbolt. Are they gonna shield this one? They probably think it's another bait, and that's the reason why I did that, because at that point they didn't really want to shield again. So now I am gonna shield what is a potential Dazzling Gleam. They end up baiting me, bait for bait. That is fine. So this should be just another Weather Ball. But let's see, it is a Side Shock actually, which is why they didn't throw the Dazzling Gleam, which makes sense, which is fine. So now I'm gonna be able to get this Surf off. They do let it go. They're gonna come back into their Noctowl, and I'm just gonna go ahead and let this go. To be honest, if it's the Blizzard, that's fine. They should be energy dry here at this point, and we should be able just to spark down before they mud shot us down, and we're gonna be able to take that game. So yeah, very risky how I'm playing it, but once again, I do want you to remember that this is the first time I ever used Noctowl. Same thing with Lanturn. I've never used those Pokemon, so I don't really know how to use them. Maybe I can get better using this team later on, but yeah, I just wanted to showcase these battles because they're pretty fun. If you're looking for like a Noctowl team, you could use this one definitely. So we're gonna see the Medicham throw the Psychic here, which is, I guess they're trying to get the debuff, but I mean, to be honest, you should probably just be going for Ice Punches. So we're gonna be able to get this Foul Play off on the CMP. They didn't want to shield, which makes sense. So now they're gonna come into Pelipper. I'm gonna go straight for the Foul Play, but at this point they can pretty much over farm now because we did throw the Foul Play. I was hoping to CMP him, but they didn't want to throw on CMP, which is fine. So I do let this go because they're probably close to another Weather Ball at this point, and I don't want to shield that because then there was no point in me shielding. And at this point they just top left, and I'm guessing there was another flyer in the back, maybe Noctowl, something that was weak definitely to Lanturn. So now we're gonna see figure out into our Lanturn, which is a little weird because of the pausing that they're doing. I don't believe that they're actually lagging at this point, but it doesn't matter. I do get the Thunderbolt off. I switch out into my Noctowl. I want to see what they want to bring in. They do body slam me, which is fine. They come into a Galvantula. So at this point, this is kind of iffy for us, but I do try to make sure that I do not let any vote switches come through. And it's going to get very awkward because they're going to be throwing lunges here. And I know they're going to throw the lunge, most likely to try to get more farm. So I do let it go. And because we let it go, I'm able to do one more wing attack and get to the sky attack. And we're going to be able to take this sky attack off, and they still end up shielding, which is very fine with me, I guess. Now I do believe I go into my Lanturn at this point. Yeah, I do go back to my Lanturn, and I'm gonna say, like, are they gonna throw the lunge? They do throw the lunge, which is fine. I switch into my Sable Eye at this point. I doubt that they're gonna throw the the discharge, so I do shield it because it will be super effective. They come back into the Vigoroth. This appears to be CMP charge move priority. I'm gonna be able to throw my foul play, get it off. It's still KOs at that point. They're gonna come back into their Gavansha, and I'm gonna be able to farm it down before it gets to another move, which is good for me. So now we're gonna see Swampert come in, and I just return it because I did get debuffed at this point, and I'm hoping that I'm able to outpace to the next foul play. We do get to the foul play, we're gonna be able to get this off, and we're gonna be able to take this game. So yeah, nice little fun game. I do want to ask a question. Do you guys prefer me having face cam or no cam when I am recording, doing the voiceover for these other videos? And we're gonna, as you guys can see, that is a 4-1 here, so very nice for us. Always gotta love it. And then we're rewarded with, I forgot already, a Meditite, which is fine. Get them extra candies here. I don't think it actually matters for me because I do believe I probably have enough XLs. I do have a Medicham already built, but it's not the best rank. So now we're gonna see, talking about Medicham. Now we see a Medicham in the lead. So I'm gonna stay in for, I do believe I'm gonna stay in for a bit. We're gonna throw the Thunderbolt here. I don't really know what correct play it is. Maybe you could go straight Surf here, to be honest. And then now I'm gonna catch onto my Sable Eye here, which should be a Psychic. Yeah, it is the Psychic. We do a nice rare catch. Now they're gonna come into Toxapex, which is not really a counter to Sable Eye. And I'm gonna go straight for the return because, I mean, they're bulky and they're probably not going to shield, which they don't shield. This is CMP, so I do believe I just let this go. They brine, which is fine. I'm hoping I can get to another foul play right before they go for this aggressive farm down, which it kind of looks like they're going to go for aggressive farm down here, which they might be able to do before I get to another move. Nope, actually, nope, I lied. So no, we're gonna be able to get to this foul play. We're gonna see if they want to shield. They do double shield, which is very weird. So are they weak to Sable Eye in the back? We'll find out. So now they come back into the Medicham, so I switch out into my Noctowl. At this point, I do believe I just let this go. We can save shields. They do Ice Punch me, which is fine. I'm going to try to farm down. We do get the farm down before they get to the next move, which is perfect for me. In the back is the Skarmory, which not technically weak to Sable Eye, but very weird shield nevertheless. So now we're going to be able to get to another Shadow Ball here, trying to make sure I throw in perfect timing. And we're not going to be able to get to the Sky Attack, which is fine. I do potentially shield here just in case, just to save a little bit of health, but it really didn't matter, to be honest. And I'm gonna shield this Sludge Bomb, which is not a Sludge Bomb, it's a brine. So they're just going for the base, which is fine with me. They're gonna throw another brine, and we're just gonna be able to farm down, spark down this Skarmory, and we're gonna be able to take that game. So yeah, in the last game of this set is I failed. I messed up so bad, so bad. I did so many bad misplays. But once again, this is a new team. I have never tried it before, so it is fine. Maybe later on I can learn how to actually use this. So now we're gonna come into our Noctowl, which is because we can't come into Sable Eye, and this is where we want to see it, to be honest. So now they come back into their Talonflame. I do 1, 2 for their 1 Incinerate. Try to get 2 Wing Attacks in, since it's a 2-turn move, and Incinerate's a 5-turn move. So they're going to throw, I believe I just let it go, because they're not going to Brave Bird, but they actually do Brave Bird, which is very awkward. Puts me in a very awkward position now. So I'm going to be able to actually farm down. In the back, they actually have their own Lanturn, which is fine with me. Since there's 2 shields up, I do expect them to think that I'm going to bait, and I'm not going to bait here. But they actually do shield, which, once again, not good. So I'm going to switch out into my Sable Eye. I can tank a move here. But I do end up shielding, which I probably shouldn't have shielded, but that is fine. So now I'm going to let this go. Thunderbolt, that's fine if it is. And it's another Surf. Okay. So now we're going to be able to get to this foul play. I just want to get some damage off on it, to be honest. And they actually end up shielding. Well, I mean, I guess they had to, right? Because it's their last Pokemon. So now I'm going to let this go. It is another Surf. I'm going to try to get to another foul play before they get to another Surf. We do, but they're trying to farm us down, which is very bad for us now. So we're gonna be able to get to this. I'm gonna switch out instantly. We're at the Thunderbolt. I just need to shield this. I don't think a Thunderbolt KOs from this range, but yeah, we're gonna be able to throw the Thunderbolt though. I didn't want to find out. I don't even charge it up all the way to an excellent. Didn't need to. Nice is enough to KO. So yeah, we're trying to new team. Like I said, we're trying to win these games. So now we're gonna see Marowak into our Lanturn. We can do super effective. Well, I mean, it's a very awkward matchup because they have Bone Club. So we're gonna be taking super effective from their charge move. They're gonna be taking super effective from our charge move. They come into an obstacle, so this makes it a little hard for me to bring out my Sable Eye. But since they switched out into their Obstagoon, I can bring out my Noctowl out. And we do have like somewhat two answers for the Alolan Marowak when it comes back out, so which is fine with me. So once again, you don't want to throw the Shadow Ball here. You want to go straight for Sky attacks because the Shadow Ball is quadruple resisted, double resisted, however you want to say it. So I farm up just a little bit extra. Looks like I went over 100 energy, which is fine. And then I just go for the back to back because there's no way that they double shield, right? Yeah, no way they double shield. So now they come back into the Marowak, which is fine with me. I'm gonna try to get to the Shadow Ball. They don't let me get to the Shadow Ball, which is fine. So I'm just gonna let this go at this point. And it's a Bone Club enough to KO, which is fine. So I do believe I come back into my Lanturn at this point, and we're gonna be able to take I tried to time it correctly, but somehow I didn't time it correctly. Maybe I was off my counts. I don't know. But they did let it go, and I just switched out, trying to catch the Bone Club onto my Sable Eye. It is the Bone Club. So now in the back they have a Swampert, which is how are we gonna win this? So I'm building up extra energy. I'm seeing that they don't throw, which is a little weird for me. Because I don't want to CMP on them. Maybe they're going back to back Hydro Cannons here, so this is gonna force me to shield now because I do need to keep my Sable Eye alive because I don't want my Lanturn up against this Shadow Swampert because we would just end up losing. So I am going to double shield, and we're already at the foul play, so I'm going to be able to get this foul play off, charge it up to the excellent. We're going to be able to take that game. So yeah. So very hard game, weird game. I don't know, maybe they're misplaying it, I'm misplaying it. Either or, it doesn't matter. So now we're going to see a Swampert into our Lanturn, which is pretty bad. So they switch out into a Nidoqueen, which is not very much of an answer for Sable Eye. I'm gonna go straight for the return because I doubt that they're gonna shield the foul play here. So right, they don't shield the foul play. So I actually didn't think they were at the Earth Power. I do remember this game. I didn't think they were at the Earth Power, but that's fine. We're gonna be able to farm them down before they farm us down. They come out into an Obstagoon. We're not gonna be able to reach a foul play, which is kind of bad for us. But now we have alignment somewhat, so I can send down my Lanturn into this Obstagoon, and they're gonna throw the Night Slash, which is fine. Trying to fish for the boost, but they're not getting the boost. And I'm hoping that they don't catch this Thunderbolt onto their Swampert because it would be resisted. And they don't catch, which is this is CMP, which is actually very nice for me. Do they end up shielding this? Most likely they don't. And they don't shield it, which is good for me. So now I'm gonna try to farm up a little bit extra, try to get to the Surf. So what do I do here? Do I shield to get this off? No, I don't. I let it go. We're actually able to live on 1 HP, which is really crazy for us. And we're gonna be able to actually win that matchup. And since there's a Swampert in the back, I need to let go the first two. I can't shield the first two Hydro Cannons. And since I know that the mud shots are not going to be enough to KO us, I need to let this one go also. And I need to build up to 3 Sky Attacks. I don't know. I need to get 4 Sky Attacks off. I don't know. I need to get multiple Sky Attacks off to win this. There goes the first shield, which is good for us. Once again, they cannot mud shot us down. I'm going for the extra fast move here because I need the energy. I cannot CMP tie on them because if I do that, then it's gonna we're gonna get denied. That's like literally the only way you can deny your opponent a fast move. And at this point, I do end up CMPing, which is kind of bad for me. So I do end up shielding this, but at this point, this is over for them, and we're gonna be able to win this game. So yeah, 2 shield Noctowl beats 2 shield Swampert. It just depends on how you play it, I guess. If it was a Shadow Swampert, it would have been very bad for us, to be honest. I probably would have had to shield the first two. Maybe. I don't know how I don't know how I would have had to do that. So we're gonna see a frost last into our lantern, which is kinda So now we're gonna be able to get to this thunderbolt. We do CMP. Once again, I do not like CMP unless I know I'm gonna win. But I do end up shielding the shadow ball, which is good for me. So I'm gonna throw the thunderbolts here. And I tried to do a cheeky move here. I think that ends up costing me the game because I tried to catch the shadow ball. I thought they were gonna catch the shadow ball, or I thought I was gonna be able to catch the shadow ball, but as you guys can see, I don't actually end up catching the shadow ball, so I kind of had to let this go, which kind of sucks for me, especially if they have something. Oh yeah, this is so bad. So I don't want to go 2 shields down, so I just have to sacrifice my Noctowl at this point, and I just come back into my lantern, I do believe, or maybe I come into Sable Eye to get start getting farm. I do come into Sable Eye. So now in the back they have a Noctowl, which if I would have won lead, would have been good for me. But so we're gonna go straight for the return here, see what they want to do. They don't shield, which is good for me. So now I can come into my lantern, try to catch a move here. This should be the sky attack. Yep, sky attack. And in the back they have a Swampert, which is not very ideal for me, but we'll see how this ends out. So we're gonna be able to get to the surf, and I'm gonna try to get to another surf. I'm gonna let this go, hoping I can actually be able to get to the surf, but they actually earthquake me, and very nice play on my opponent's side. So now I kind of have to start shielding these hydro cannons, and at this point it's just over for me. I need to get to 2 foul plays. I do predict that they're gonna shield this, or I needed them to not shield. Nah, either way, I think I would have still lost, to be honest. So yeah, misplay on my part, but yeah, that's fine. We still end up getting a 4-1, so 8-2 with this team in 2 sets. I know this video is a little shorter. I don't know. Let me know, guys, in the comments if you guys like longer videos, or is 22-minute videos like this, 2 sets where I just do 2 sets, 3 sets. You guys prefer that? Or let me know. Let me know. And once again, we're gonna get a Meditite, and yeah. So if you guys do like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for future more videos. Turn the notification bell on so you can get notified when I do drop a video. Once again, I'm gonna try to get back on these videos. I do have those 100 battles from this weekend where I end up using the Shundo Umbreon, and we do actually end up climbing where we made it up to the 2200s, and I still have to do my 100 battles for today, Sunday. So yeah. So hopefully I can get more content for that, and it's gonna be a while for me to get those videos out. I might have to do different videos, but yeah, I'll get those videos out as soon as I can, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.